Hey guys, this is Little Red Brick Productions here for for a new series. It's called Living Life on the Edge. And basically what it is the difficulty is on normal. I have 3 lives, and I have to try and survive as long as I can in this series. And basically the rules are I'm only allowed to chop down 1 thing a day. I'm only allowed to, or 1 tree a day. I'm only allowed to craft once in the morning and once at night. I cannot set up a permanent home, so that's one of the problems. And if I find a village, I can only stay in it for up to a day. So I think the first item I'm going to craft is a sword, because I don't want to die. And I want to find a good tree and use it as my 1 chop down tree. Basically, I'm going to have to keep on moving. Oh, and also mining is unlimited. I can do however much mining I want. The only exception for crafting is if I'm crafting food. And that's about it. So I gotta find a nice tree, but first, there's a dog. Thank you, dog. Now I don't even need to kill sheep, because that dog literally killed 3 sheep for me. I didn't have to do anything. So basically what I'm trying to do is find a village is my first priority, because I did a bit of a testing on a different world, and I actually found 2 diamonds and 6 obsidian in a blacksmith's chest. So I'm hoping one of these areas will produce a village, because it's going to be hard with only being able to craft 1 thing a day, or 2 things a day. And my second thing is probably going to be a bed. And when I go to villages, I also want to harvest all of their crops, because I'm going to need them. But the hardest thing about this series is going to be I can't set up a permanent base camp. I can't really stay in one area. I have to keep on moving. The only exception is when I can stay in a village for up to a day. Then I have to keep on moving. I mean, of course I can do mining perfectly fine. This is going to be difficult. Without a permanent establishment, I can't really get some things you need a permanent establishment for done. Like, for instance, at night, if I didn't have a bed, well, here's the thing. If it's nighttime, I can make a little hut, but only for the purpose of surviving, and I have to tear it down first thing in the morning. So it's going to be pretty hard with what I've got. Gonna also want to get some cobblestone while I'm here. I don't want to stay in here too long because it is on normal difficulty. So it's going to be a bit more difficult than normal series, except for the surviving to the fullest, which would be harder than this. But then again, I can still set up a permanent base camp in that. This should probably be enough. Because also one of the things I want to make is a stone pick. So I'm going to get some good resources as soon as possible. Oh, and also if I'm mining, I'm thinking of making the rule that you can craft unlimited pickaxes, because it'd be hard to tell the time. But other than that, it's going to be really difficult. Let's get moving. I want to get moving before it gets dark. So at least I know I've covered to the ground. This direction looks promising. It's got a desert. And I want deserts and acacia biomes, because then I'm more likely to find a village. And then more likely to find a blacksmith, and then more likely to get good stuff. You can cook food, I don't know if I've said this before, but unlimited food. Here's the thing, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should go left or right. Seems to be more desert that way. I think I'm gonna go this way. I do not want to die today. Because again, I only can have 3 lives. So that also means I can't do anything off camera. It all has to be on camera. Because if I die, I think it just makes more sense if you guys see it. Instead of like saying, hey, I died. Because unlike in other series, like I can do tons of off-camera work. If I die, I don't need to tell you, but if I do off-camera work and then die, I have to tell you. And let me know if you actually are liking this series, because I'm thinking of doing this like 1 episode of one series and then maybe one of another. But I really have to find a village. That's priority number 1. But this desert ends. What a junky desert. Which way? I guess we'll just go maybe this way. This way. Because there's also there's an achievement that I kind of want to fulfill. Like, one time I remember Garrett, like, actually asked, is there an achievement for putting a full map on an item frame? But apparently now there is. So I kind of want to get that done. Looks like there's a plains biome this way, though. It's promising. And what happens, I guess, like when I run out of area to explore, I just go back to other areas. Or maybe go mining. It's getting dark, though. Oh, no. It's not going to be a good place to be when it's dark. Oh, no. Or also I could do it so, like, when I run out of, like, area in a world, I could create another world and then continue the series. But I don't know if I want to do that. Tell me there's a village. Please tell me there's a village. Come on. There's got to be something around here. Did I chop down my tree yet? I did not chop down my tree for today. So I guess what I'm going to do, I'm going to chop down this tree. Just because it looks nice. And now that it's getting dark, I can craft my 1 item for the day, which is going to be a bed. Which means I can immediately go in and craft another item in the morning, which is probably going to be a stone sword. Or no, or should it be a stone pick? I think I'm going to do a stone sword. Because I'm not mining yet. So, let's get a stone sword. There's my 1 item for this morning. This is not good. Doesn't look like there are any villages in this area. Could go this way and just fill the rest of the map. Let's go. It's not promising. I remember, I think it was in like the Minecraft with Friends series. Like, we found, the only village we could find was like on the edge of the world. And it didn't have any blacksmith, so we got really disappointed. We have to get moving. Stinking. This is gonna be hard. What I'm thinking of doing is just like filling around the edge of the map. And then making my way around. In the middle. Even though I probably won't find a village like this. So, this is basically what the series is going to be, guys. I don't know what you were expecting, but this is what it's going to be. It's just exploring, trying to find a village as well. Do not want to go into a cave. Do not want to get in a fight. It's getting pretty hard to get around, though. Especially with there having to be a map. Looks like we're getting into a snowy biome. Which means there's no chance of me, probably no chance of me finding a village this way. But still, I'm gonna explore. Here we go. Doesn't seem like there's much wildlife here. Don't have a shovel, so I can't get any snowballs. It's gonna be pretty hard. This is pretty nice. Straight this way. All villages that I can see on the map. Villages can be hard to see from your map. Gotta get moving. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Go around. And now here comes the exciting part. Trying to get up this mountain. After, of course, I get this coal. Stinking coal is gonna break my pickaxe. But do I really need it? Man, it would be nice to get. I'm just gonna keep on getting it. Okay. How are we gonna climb this mountain? Let's get some dirt. Gonna keep on sinking in dirt. Let's get going. Okay. Will this be enough? That's the question. It's not good. Is it gonna be enough? Can I see any villages? See pumpkins that way. Mountains that way. Got plains that way. Let's get moving. Trying not to get myself killed. Yes! I see something. Yep, that's a village, alright. Yes. The only question is, will it serve the purpose I need it for? Oh. Well, I'm here. I guess I'll chop down my one tree for the day. Yes. This village will serve a purpose. It's going to be my temporary... Yeah, this is not looking too promising. Edge of the world village. I mean, I guess it's a reliable place to go. It's got a perfect one house. I guess it'll serve its purpose. So this way is the next way I have to go. But for now, let's see what I can find within the village. It's not a big village. It's actually not much of a village at all, but it will serve its purpose. I don't have that stuff. Anyone upstairs? No. No. So we have to go that way. But I think I'll set up a little base camp here. Dump all the unwanted stuff. You gotta be kidding me. This thing happens with the villagers all the time. What do you have, though? I don't want to drown. I can't get to his trades. Oh, that's a good trade. I'll have to keep you in mind. Well, next time I come back here. Which I don't know if I will come back here. Ooh. Maybe this village did serve a pretty good purpose. Found me a nice place to start a mine. Too bad I don't have a stone pick. Guess this will be something for the next video. But this tiny village is in my base camp. Hey guys. So this tiny village is going to serve as my temporary base camp. And you, Mr. Villager, I believe I'm going to sort of keep here. I don't want you to die. So for your own protection, or the protection of your amazing Power 5 bow, or enchanted book, which I will eventually turn into a bow, I'm going to keep you in here. So here we go. And that is pretty nice. We got an enclosed villager. The other one's in the water. He doesn't have any good traits, but he might be useful someday. This is going to be my base. Might get these books. Let's get these books. I'm going to set up my base, and in the next video, I'm going to get that mine. I'm going to go in that ravine, get some good stuff. So the first 2 nights were pretty successful. I mean, we got a bit of coal, we got some wood, got all kinds of stuff, and we have a base, temporary base, which we'll be able to keep because, well, I'm going to go mining in the next video. So, thank you guys all for watching, and I think I'm going to settle down on my little bed and go to bed. Goodbye.